Welcome. It's Binge Gauge. How's it going, everybody?
Season 2.
It's an exciting time to be alive.
It is. Oh wait, are we? Is this for real? This is a hard open. So Jeff, why don't you tell me what we're binging today?
Beastmaster.
You got Sylvester Stallone. He introduces the show.
Oh shit.
And he's like, "Hey guys, here's the show." And then you never see him again until the last episode, where he's like, "All right, guys, that was the show.
That was
Tune in
the
next
entire
time."
show. Thanks for tuning in.
That's like an obstacle course show, like anything else.
Yeah.
So they got the American commentators, including Terry Crews. Terry Crews came out, so you're like, "Oh, Terry Crews."
Nice.
On the Brazilians, you got Anderson Silva as a commentator.
Oh shit.
There's the German commentators, the Mexican commentators, Japan, and then the best ones are Korea. But yeah, I mean, it's a good show for watching people bomb hard. The commentating in this show feels a little weird.
Next up, only the fourth female in the history of this competition to make it past level 1.
It's episode 5.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Fourth
What are
one
you
in history.
What are you talking about history for? This is episode 5. They got all these hosts to just kind of like watch it and talk.
Yeah.
And then they had them record stuff.
So it's like Binge
after in
Gauge.
a studio. Kind of.
It's like Binge
yeah,
Gauge.
Shut up, Sean.
Oh, his face.
Y'all don't need to know about that. But first episode, season 1, you're introduced to this Korean gentleman named Hyung Park, or
Okay.
Park Hyung.
Okay.
And he's the only guy that can beat the first round. Like, he gets through the whole thing with ease. And he's an ice climber. And you're like, yeah, ice climber.
Of course he's gonna be amazing at this.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah.
And then he's the only guy to do the third round in the first episode. And I think only like 2 or 3 people actually beat the third round, even the first round, like actually getting to the end.
Yeah.
And it also helps that he's got the Korean commentators. They're just like,
They get excited, man.
even this guy in the final round, the American, like, he gets knocked out in the final round by Hyung Park. And even he can't help but like smile and laugh because it's like, wow, this guy's so amazing. Like, I can't even be mad right now. Did you see that?
Yeah. He touched the ground.
He touched the ground. If your feet touch the ground, you failed.
So he failed.
He did, but they didn't.
They didn't stop
They
him. They didn't
didn't-
do anything.
They didn't fucking.
Let's see that
stop
again.
him.
Let's see that again on replay.
We're gonna put it
Whoever's
on
editing
replay.
this, fucking show it 10 times. Real close.
We put it
Real
in the
slow.
replay, and he does the other parts fine. So he does a good. Like, he's good, but his feet touched the ground.
Yeah, he fucked that up.
And he wouldn't have made it to the final round. Spoiler: he's gonna make it to the final round. We've already watched this, and his feet hit the ground because he's dropping down. He's on the pillow, and you could make the argument that he lifted his legs up at the last second, but you see that he's falling, and then he suddenly is moving up.
Yeah.
And if you're on the bungee, it's going down. And so.
Well, no, like his feet, like you can see the ground in the shot. Like
Yeah,
his feet
and then he
both
just
touch it.
and it's a thing too where they try to show his feet touching as little as possible because
Yeah.
there's an angle that it's on.
Yeah.
That if they stayed on that angle, it would be very obvious that he touched the ground.
Oh yeah.
But then, nope.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Brazil
and
was so happy.
And Brazil won.
Oh, that's all. He only had to go there.
Yeah.
Are we gonna give it a rating?
I mean, we can give it a rating.
We're gonna
I would
have to.
I would
That's the
say as a bingeable show, without all that bullshit, 1 out of 5 because it's hard to binge.
Yeah.
I did because, I hate myself and I put myself through terrible things. But then that bullshit happened, and it's kind of like you're like running a touchdown and you make it to the 5-yard line, and then like a clown comes out of nowhere and just kicks you in the dick, and you're like, fuck.
It's exactly like that.
None of this was worth it. I regret every decision I've ever made in my life.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know.
All right.
So I gave it a 1 out of 5, but because of the bullshit, 0 to 5. I give it a The Purge.
First. That's a first on Binge Gauge, I think.
In the history of his competition.
I'm not gonna give it a 0. I agree with you. It's not bingeable. It's because it's the same shit all the time. You found out at the end that you hated binging it.
You're right.
So I'm gonna give it a half. What's half of 5? 2.5. That's what I'm giving it. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck the 0.5. 2.
And I'm gonna change mine now to actually a -1,
Oh.
bringing it down.
Bringing
to
it down
a 1
to
out
1.
of 10.
Anyway, so check us out. Go to the Binge Gauge website.
Yeah.
Comment, do all that stuff. # Binge Forever.
Subscribe. Binge and Purge. Something.
All right. And as Jeff likes to say, we end things abruptly.